What up, though? Welcome back to a Detroit Lions playoff victory Monday. Let's get it, baby. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend. I'm Easy, spin more racks, Young Chris, JB Smooth, and we're just soaking it all in, man.
How crazy is it that for the first time in my life, this is the first time we've been able to hear post-season victory Monday shows for Lions Talk.
I think it was, by the way, Florio's in town next week. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Florio, that's the guy from, I think it's NBC Sports Talk or whatever it is, or Pro Football. Just boo that man. Boo that man. He is such a hater the entire way through. When we first got Jared Goff, he was talking about the Detroit Lions should be looking into Baker Mayfield. At one point, when the A&M job became available, he just randomly threw out that Dan Campbell is interested. Not that he should be, but he is interested. All the way through, this guy, he picked the Rams. He's picked against us, going against his sorry-ass Vikings. He is a Minnesota Vikings fan. He is a loser being a Minnesota Vikings fan, because that is the one NFC North team that we swept this year. If you see Florio in town next week, make sure to boo him, or throw a one pride at him, or just let him know the skull sucks. Whatever you need to do. I'm sorry to get that off my chest. But, yeah, he had mentioned, though, this is the first time any Detroit Lions fan be able to text congratulations on winning a playoff game, because beforehand there was no such thing as texting on your cellular devices.
Damn, that's wild.
It is wild, man. It's the first playoff win of our lives, bro. I'm 30 years old. That is insane. Damn. It is. It's beautiful, man. And I think, by the way, speaking of attacking old men, and it's not no one directly, but more so the older crowd, the older Detroit Lions fans, and I get it. You guys had, you guys went through more like shitty moments than we did, because you've lived longer through them. But all you old Lions fans that like to bring up that that acronym, that three-letter acronym, and parade it, even to like my uncle, and I love you, Uncle Fred, but to the point where you texting me this negative shit. Like yesterday morning, I told him to fuck off, and I muted this conversation. I was like, bro, what do you, leave me the fuck alone with that? Like, that is enough. You know what you guys can do with those three words, those three letters, that acronym? Turn it sideways and shove it straight up your candy ass. I'm sick of that shit. I don't want to hear that shit no more. We already buried it in the beginning of this season. But you old fuckers, I get it. Your ears are kind of, they don't work as well. Your eyes don't work as great as they used to. It's done. It's over. Fuck that narrative. That negative shit. Leave it in the past. This ain't that. This is the brand new Lions. And I shouldn't have to be yelling this or chanting this or parading this after a playoff victory. But we still had to lead and deal with that shit leading up to the game last night. It's done. That is no mas. This is different. And it's not anyone directly, but it's more so anyone who's carrying that flag. It's over with, as Dan Miller said.
Yeah.
I'll let you say, because you got the most hype off of it.
Yeah, Dan Miller said you take those three letters and you retire them. Shout out to Gun Guy in the Woodward Sports chat. Take your pants off.
Shout out.
You retire those three letters. You retire that saying. This is a Detroit Lions team who clinched the division with, 3 weeks left?
Yep.
They clinched their division with 3 weeks left. This is a Detroit Lions team that got to bring out the victory formation in a 1-point game in the playoffs. Taking knees. Putting knees down. The SOL is never coming back. It is gone. Put it to bed. This is the brand new Lions. This isn't the team. This isn't your whore grandma's Lions.
It's not.
This is your Detroit Lions. And they're legit. And they win close games. And they clinch divisions with multiple weeks left in the season. And they host back-to-back playoff games in Ford Field. That's what this Lions does. That's what Dan Campbell's Lions do. That's what Brad Holmes' Lions do. They give the fans what they want to see. They win close games. They win divisions, they win playoff games, and damn it, they might win the NFC. This is the brand new Lions.
That's the other part of it too, and I know like part of this is going to be a segment we already have coming up here, but it's like this thing ain't over, and I think we can all comfortably say that we're fairly confident that we will be the favorites against any matchup that comes to Ford Field next week. As Jared Goff said, I mean, we don't give a fuck who is it that's coming in. Like, they're going to have a hell of a time, and we're going to be here waiting for them. Just the same way Dan Campbell said too when he was asked that question. By the way, Corey Woods is great out of getting
shout out Corey
from like coaches and players. Corey Woods is the man. But yeah, I think Dan Campbell's one. He asked Dan Campbell what's it like to be the hunted, and he's like, "We'll be right in the front porch waiting for you, and we'll be just that no matter who's coming in town." And like I said, and not just us that you should be confident, and if you're not, you should be. But I guarantee once that Vegas line hits, the Detroit Lions will be favorites. Whether it be the Eagles, whether it be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, between the two of them, it don't matter. Your team. Again, this ain't those old Lions, baby. It's the brand new Lions. The brand new Lions will be favored in that matchup where the winner goes on to the NFC Championship, which will then decide the NFC's
at home
contender for the Super Bowl.
At home.
At home, too. At home, too. And shout out to you fans that had that place rocking last night. Dan Campbell said it was humming from the pregame. I think I sent, and actually I'll save this when we do the next one, but Jared Goff getting pregame chants.
Jared Goff said it was the best home atmosphere he's ever played in.
Aiden Hutchinson said one of the best himself, too. And the big house.
And he plays at the big house, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got, and I got to ask, and I don't know if it's selfish of me to ask. I hope you guys don't feel taxed by this, but you got to bring that same energy next week, too.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even louder.
Louder.
I want to be one of those stadiums that teams dread playing. Like Sean McVay, he's a freak. He loves football. He loves the game. He loved it. He soaked it all in. But I just want to be one of those. And I think we're becoming that too. If you listen to like the Amon-Ra St. Brothers podcast of like DJ Moore on it last week, where he's just like, yeah, that guy like Googled my full name, Dennison. He was calling me it the whole time. Remember he ended up signing the touchdown ball he scored. But you drove him to that madness.
Who was?
Keep being that DJ Moore.
Yeah, who called him Dennison?
Oh, I don't know. Who was
fans?
Fans. Yeah, fans like Googled like his actual name. Like they call him Dennison, and he's like, don't nobody call me that, and you know all that good shit like that. But I want to be that ruckus fan base that teams dread playing in. I want to. We caused those couple false starts, not even false starts, but the point where they had to waste their timeouts, so they didn't have any type of delay of games, and that benefited us come down to that fourth quarter where Sean McVay only had that one timeout before they like drove or whatever the hell they were trying to do. Like we need to bring that, man. What about to say, JB?
No, I was just gonna say we made them waste 2 of those timeouts, so you only had the 1 remaining. So if we got that first down, of course we were gonna ice. Of course he was gonna call it, and that seals the game for us. And
can I give somebody a shout out here?
Yeah.
That I haven't heard anybody in this network talk about. I didn't hear anybody really talk about it on the post game stream last night. But a guy that won this game for us, a guy who deserves credit, gotten a lot of slander from Maz, from Justin, from other people. Michael Badgley.
The money badger.
Michael Badgley grabbed his nuts. Michael Badgley went out there. It was what, 52 or 50?
Yeah, I think it's 52.
53, something like that. 50-plus yard field goal. That was the difference of the game. He went out there. I had utmost confidence. You can ask everybody that was at the watch party. Everybody's like, no, go for it. I was like, no, you bring them out, you kick it. You kick it. It's playoffs. You kick that. And he knocked it right down the middle. 50-plus, Michael Badgley. That was the difference of the game. That won the Detroit Lions their first playoff game, was that field goal. So shout out to Michael Badgley, knocking it down. Big balls walking around Ford Field. I love to see it.
The money badger, baby. Coming in off the practice squad, too, because we got rid of, what's his name? Patterson.
Patterson, yeah.
No, that was, listen, man.
A lot more confidence than him than ever. I didn't have that much, but, I mean, credit to you,
I had no doubt in my mind he was going to make it.
Yeah,
like, I don't know why. I've never been the biggest, Money Badger fan. I liked him more than Patterson when we had him the first time, but there was no doubt in my mind he was going to knock it down. I don't know why. I was just so confident, and he went out there and he did it.
I mean, 43% for 50 and beyond. Like,
yeah, not great. But that was a perfect kick right down the middle.
Shout out to the fans. Shout out to Money Badger. Jared Goff quote from last night is the best atmosphere he's ever played in.
Yeah.
That's a man who went to the Super Bowl in a brand new LA Rams situation, too, where like fans probably starved in that fan base to want to have a good team, although there's 3 freaking teams in California. I know why they keep getting teams, but whatever. Man, special night. I'm getting worked up again.
It's amazing. It's amazing, man. It's something that we've never been able to experience. I went home. I woke up my dad at 4:30. I was like, Dad, the Lions won a playoff game. I don't know if he like woke up. He's probably like still asleep. He's probably like, but that's something I've never been able to experience in my life. I told you this last night, Easy.
First time ever, bro.
The only thing Bryson's going to remember, the only thing Bryson is going to remember is Lions being a winning organization. Bryson will be able to experience this. He'll be able to experience the Lions being an organization that wins divisions. The Lions being an organization that wins playoff games. That's what your son is going to remember the Detroit Lions as.
I hate that. Like, it makes me this emotional, but it does, bro. I just invested so much time, so much energy, like, into this franchise, and like to have like none of it returned. And for them to finally do it, bro, it's fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's.
Let's go to break.
Let's go to break. Love you, brother.
Let's go to break. Come back.